Hello, hello! Valiant Streaming here. Welcome on in, guys. We are back in old school RuneScape, and I'm going to bring you another quest today. Let's hope it's a banger. There's no wheel spin, because we're going to do... We did the novice one last week. We're going to do this one. This intermediate look. Death on the Isle. I can start this quest by talking to Patsy outside Villa Lucens on Alderin. So, let's take a look at that. It's down here. So we've got to get onto this place first. So I'm going to guess we've got to come via here. Maybe a bird. I don't know. We'll have a look at the bird in a minute. What else? It said difficulty intermediate, story standalone, length medium, release we know not long ago. Requirements: Children of the Sun, 34 thieving, 32 agility and combat level 40. Nothing seems too bad. I mean, I don't really need much as far as I can see, look. So I've just got my basic gear on, look. I haven't even put my boots on. But then we've just brought teleporters, 5,000 coins as always, a weapon and my dragon defender, a super anti-poison. You never know when you might need it. That's my opinion. Super attack, super strength just in case, and a prayer. And then a couple of sharks, and then the usual rope, bullseye lantern and spade. So first things first, let's go and see if we can go over there by the bird. I haven't thought of that until I just checked. So if we want to travel... Oh, I didn't mean to just travel. I didn't mean to just do that. I meant to see where we could go. Now, to do that, don't we have to check if we travel? Are we... There we go. So is this it? Alderin then? So we... Oh, it's... Can we just go there? I think so. We can. Okay, we don't have to take the boat. Right. So we've just unlocked a couple of new music tracks. Isle of Serenity and Peace and Prosperity. Let's see where we've turned up. Here. And where was it? It was here somewhere. Death on the Isle. There we go. So we've got to go north. So it's up around there somewhere by these steps. So let's get up there. Let's have a quick peek out. Yeah, it looks okay, right? It looks okay. Let's get to it. Citizen. We're looking for somebody. Aha, here we go. Patsy. That's them, isn't it? Did say Patsy, right? Speak to Patsy. All right, let's get going, guys. If you like these kind of things, guys, please don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free to do. Leave me a comment. You know it is, but please make sure to leave me that like. It helps my channel so much. Right, Patsy. Good day. I don't suppose I could trouble you for the briefest of moments. Good day to you. I could consider being troubled for the right reasons. How does access to a rather fancy party sound as a motivator? Well, just as long as I get to actually enjoy. I'm sure I can also rustle up some payment to encourage you if you have any reservations. You may even find some exciting opportunities inside, given the presence of some of Alderin's wealthiest citizens. So, if you're going to this party, would you also be one of Alderin's wealthiest citizens? Alas, I'm quite unfortunately not rich in money. What I do possess is a certain wealth of talent. Well, you see, I am an actor. Patsy the Grand, they call me, eventually. They call me Valiance, just Valiance. So, if you're not rich in money, how am I going to get paid, assuming I agree to help you with whatever it is you want? Cutting words, but you need not worry. While you won't be getting paid up front, I have a feeling that if all goes well, I will soon find myself with more than enough wealth to handsomely reward you. And besides, if nothing else, I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time at the party. Start the Death on the Isle quest. Why the devil not? Let's do it. I suppose I could do with letting my hair down a little. Alright, I'm in. Wonderful. So, whose party are we going to? Well, that's complicated. Uh-oh, it starts. The shenanigans begins, right? You don't know? Sometimes a man has to follow his heart, and a second-hand invitation saying there's a party at Villa Lucens tonight. Villa Lucens? Yes. Could be Villa Lucens, but we'll call it Lucens. Yes, the villa is home to an almighty patron of the arts. He even has his own theatre atop the cliffs, behind the villa. In fact, the whole reason for this party is because he's showing his new play. And yet you don't actually know who he is? This opportunity came about quite suddenly. As such, I'm unfortunately not as prepared as I otherwise would be. However, an actor like myself can't turn down the chance to meet with a man like him. Not to mention the chance to enjoy a good party. Okay, who's that? Adala. Well said, Adala. Oh, that reminds me, Valiance. This is Adala. She's also helping me out today. If you have her, why did you need me? She advertised herself as a bag carrier, so she's here to move my bag around. There's a lot of costumes and props that I travel with, so it's nice to have someone else carry them. I'm not going to say no to going to a fancy party, even as the help. As for your part in all this, Valiance, with this being a fancy party and all, I happen to need a butler to help me fit in. A butler? Oh my god, we're going to be a butler. Fun times. You know, serving me wine and tending to my needs, fancy suit and all. Right, so I don't actually get to enjoy the party at all, do I? Oh, I'm sure you will. You'll just have to act a little here and there. I see. You mentioned a fancy suit. You wouldn't happen to have a butler outfit in that bag you mentioned? I don't believe I do. I don't really take roles like that these days. Well, in that case, any idea where I might get one? Preferably free of charge. Lots of the villas around here will have butlers, and butlers mean uniforms. Are you suggesting I steal one? Guys, what have I got myself into? I suppose you could always put it back once you're done. And I'm sure whoever I take it from will be overjoyed to have had someone else wearing their uniform. Maybe I should add a butler's uniform to my vast array of costumes after all. I doubt they'll ever even realise. Anyway, I remember seeing some uniforms through a window on the way over here. They were in the villa to the north. Right, I guess I'm off to find a uniform then. Good luck. Oof, guys, it starts. It looks like we're going to be stealing a uniform from some house in the north. Let's have some of the coffee first. Let's do it. I have to hold it above the mic. I've got the mic right here. Look. Hold on. There she is. Let's go back down. But I tried to put it so it doesn't get in the way, you know. Very frustrating when I watch somebody and they've got a mic here and stuff like that. So I just tried to keep it out of the way. Right, so a villa to the north. Oh, there's a lot. Could be here. There. Alright, let's just take a look. And they saw it through the window. Can we just hover over at all? I'm not seeing anything. Well, mind you, there's boxes in there. Just examine. Okay, probably not in there. Probably not. Oh, this one maybe then. Oh, wait, what's that? No, that's upstairs. Nothing. This one over here. Hey! Oh! We can't even run up the hill. Going around the... Enter the house window. This has got to be it, guys. There. Take uniform from wardrobe. Okay. Let's get in. It's a tight fit, but you may squeeze through the boards covering the window. Take the uniform then, please. You steal a uniform from the wardrobe. Let's go. So I guess we go back to those now. Let's double check. We like to do it our way, don't we? We're going to double check. I spoke to Patsy on Alderin. He asked me to help him sneak into a party. Posing as a butler to do so, I've obtained a butler's uniform. I should now return to Patsy and Adala. Let's go back then. Dum dum. Okay, they're here. Let's do it. It's a medium quest, so I'm expecting it to take quite a while. Adala, I see you've managed to find a uniform. I have indeed. You must have had a good eye to have seen them through the window as you walked by. It was a bit of a lucky spot, I must admit. Lucky indeed. It's almost like you were specifically looking for them. Just good fortune. Now, I ought to get a move on. Getting this bag inside. Adala heads inside. Oh, she's in a rush, isn't she? Given the size of your bag, I'm not sure she's rushing anywhere. Well, she sets a good example. You should probably be heading on in yourself. I'm guessing the entrance is just up these stairs? The guest entrances, yes. Don't tell me. You'll have to go in through the staff entrance. Unfortunately, I can't be seen entering with the help. The help? Sorry, just getting into character. You will have to use the staff entrance though. Where would I find the staff entrance? I'll bet Adala went through it. You should have followed her. I think she headed somewhere along the hedgerow. Hedgerow? The hedgerow. Right, I'm going to guess we can't get in there. Or can we? Oh, wait. The head butler. I will try. Oh, we can't. It won't let us in there at all. Sorry, entry here is for guests only. It's got to be here. Look, 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 look. Head butler. We've got to go in there, surely. Let's try. Talk to the head butler. Nil sell to you. Hello there. I'm here to work. Not without a uniform, you're not. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. Just give me a moment. It's the uniform on. I need some more coffee, guys. I've got, do you know when you get a bit of a croak in your throat? Awful. Okay. That'll tide us over, I hope. Can you hear my voice? My voice is going. Oh my goodness. We better hurry up with this quest. Right, we have a butler's uniform on, and it looks kind of okay. Okay. More like a maid's uniform, but it is what it is. Oh, Nilsal, to you. I wasn't expecting anyone else. Sorry, there was a bit of a hold-up. I'm quite new to this. A hold-up? Nothing bad, I hope. I've known people to have problems with their employers before. Is yours treating you well? He seems friendly enough. I'm not sure if I'm getting paid, though. Tatamo, oh dear, oh dear. Are you part of a union? I don't remember joining one. I probably should with the varied working conditions I go through. We have a fantastic one here on Alderin, if you're interested. I can't say discussions are effective, but sometimes the wealthy do come to the table. I think this is a one-time gig for me, but thank you. Very well. In that case, there are just a few quick admin bits to go through before I let you in. First and foremost, butlers must keep their uniforms and masks on at all times. I don't have a mask. If you are seen without yours, you'll be ejected from the party. Got it. No taking off my uniform. What's this about masks? All staff are to be as anonymous as possible tonight, so we'll provide you with a mask on entry. We'll be using them to keep track of who's coming and going. Now, for security purposes, butlers are required to enter and leave with completely empty pockets. We'll hold on to anything you need us to whilst you're in there. Okay. Got it? Nothing in and nothing out. Right. I think that covers everything. Are you ready to enter? No, because I've got a load of stuff on me. Is there a bank here? There is, but can we use it? Let's go and put our stuff away. Does that mean... I guess we've got to take this off and this off as well. Let's go and do it. Let's hope to goodness we can use this bank. It would be a travesty if we could not. Guys, I hope you're all doing amazing this week. I really hope you are. Oh my gosh. That means no food or anything. Okay, let's just do that. Easier. Easier. Let's get back to the butler over there. And while we're at it, while we're running, guys, let's have some more coffee. Ooh, let's have some more coffee. Blimey. Excuse me. Hope I'm not coming down with something. Val loves his coffee though. Right. Are you ready to enter? Oh, Miles. Pop it. Try again. We are ready to enter. Good, good. We'll hold on to any items you have on you whilst you're in there. Okay. So we could have probably done that and he would have held everything. Oh well. Here's what it is. Oh, look at us. Oh my goodness. What's the mask? Is that like a... What is that? Like a cow? What is it? Is it a sheep? A ram? What is that? But okay. Let's see what it says now. So we're in. With my butler's uniform obtained, I used the staff entrance to enter the villa. I should meet up with Patsy inside. Okay, Patsy, where are you? Patsy Kozyak. Constantinius. Patsy, there's Patsy. Hello, Patsy. You made it in. And don't you look the part. Magnificent. I feel like a court jester. And not for the first time either. Nonsense. Now, why not go and introduce yourself to our host and the other guests? I could do with knowing a little more about everyone. Hang on. I'm meant to be an anonymous butler. How do you expect me to get to know people for you? I'm sure you can get their names at least. That will give me something to work with. Okay, anything else I can do for you? Especially things you could easily do yourself? No, I think you're doing more than enough right now. Thank you. I've got to pause, guys. I've got to answer the phone. Sorry about that, guys. It's my brother about my mum. So, we've read that. No, I think you're doing more than enough right now. Thank you. Right, so he said to talk to the... Oh, the guests, was it? 20... Gather information on the host and the guests. So let's have a look. So, Kozyak. These guys must be the waiters as well. Good day, sir. Sir, I thought I'd left that behind when I retired. Please, call me Kozyak. Or Kozyak. Absolutely, Kozyak. You can call me. I seem to remember one of the rules of this party was that the staff were to remain anonymous. You can't call me then. Are you enjoying the party? I am, yes. Though I am far more excited for tonight's performance. Constantinius says he's hired some of the finest actors for this one. Okay, so... Constantinius, maybe this is the main person. So, this is grand, isn't it? It certainly seems to be quite the event. I'd say it's one of my finest yet, though I do wish more of the guests could have made it. However, It looks like we've gained a bit of a straggler. A straggler? Yes, that slightly pompous fellow that hasn't introduced himself to anyone yet. The fact that he's here means he must have gained an invitation, though I don't know how. Is that going to be an issue? I'm sure it won't be. I'm always open to meeting new people, especially those who enjoy the arts. Oh good, because it's actually him who I'm here with. He was very keen to meet you, even though he didn't actually know your name. I can't believe it. How could he not even know the name of the gracious host? Perhaps he's new to the island. Still, for an actor, his research seems lacking. He's an actor, you say? Ah, now that explains why he was so eager to be here. Well, if he's good, this might be his lucky day. I, Constantinius, am in the market for a new actor to sponsor. Sponsor? Well, you know actors, very profitable once they're popular. I like to make investments. For example, I've sponsored tonight's lead actor, Livius, for some time. He's done very well for himself, and for me, though he's almost too expensive for me these days. Anyway, perhaps you'll see him tonight on stage. Okay, that's 2. Koziak we've done. Constantinius. Is that it? Oh no, there's one. Zakotla. Good day to you. Nil sell to you as well. You seem different to the other staff here. First time? It is. How could you tell? You see similar things on boats. People look a bit wobbly until they settle. Oh, I hadn't noticed I was. Few ever do. So, do you spend a lot of time on boats? I run something of a shipping company. If you need it moving, Zakotla's got ya. Well, I don't typically find myself in need of that sort of thing, but if that ever changes, I'll keep you in mind. Okay, so we need another one. Is it this one? Pavo, they look drunk. Excuse me, you there. Hi there. How can I be of service? I could do with another drink. Do you have a preference, wine or something non-alcoholic? Alcoholic? I'll have you know that I, Pavo, am most certainly not an alcoholic. Now scram. Okay. Right, I think we'll probably have to go back to... Yeah, back to Patsy now. Patsy, more coffee needed. Wonderful. I saw you make your way around the party. So then, who's who? So, we've got Pavo the drunk one over there. I'm not sure there's much to them other than their love of drinking. Zakotla, who seems a lot more relaxed. It seems that she runs a shipping business. Last of all, for the guests, we have Kozyak. He's quite up on the rules of this party, so he might not be happy that you weren't properly invited. Invited? I have an invitation and I can act like I belong here. He'll never know. He might not, but our host Constantinius does. Ah. Luckily, he didn't seem to actually mind you being here too much. Apparently, he's actually looking for a new actor to sponsor. Sponsoring me? How marvellous. Oh, I think I should have a drink to celebrate. Could you be a dear and go into the wine cellar for me? What would you like from the wine cellar? A beer? Whilst that sounds lovely, I've heard there's some Principum rum down there. It's not produced anymore, so it is rather hard to find, but our generous host seems happy enough to share. Alright, 1 glass of wine coming right up. Okay, so where is the wine cellar? Spoke to Constantinius, yes. Go to the wine cellar and find some rum. It's got to be here in the... Yeah, it's probably that there, isn't it? That dungeon, maybe. Yeah, the cellar entrance. Don't know why I second guessed myself, let me tell you now. Okay. So we want some wine. Wine storage. suppose if we just examine it, it just says lots of wine. Okay, something else. Aha. Okay, we can't highlight any of these. Okay, we keep looking. These. Loads of these. Oh. Open a fancy chest. Ooh, is it in the chest? Does we have the wine in the chest? The chest is securely locked. Just examine it then. Does this belong down here? Don't know. Ooh, investigate the antique wine. That's gotta be it, right? This must be it. Pre-pum. The label's faded, but I'm sure this is the wine Patsy was talking about. You're suddenly startled by the sound of a glass shattering in another part of the cellar, causing you to spill some of the wine on yourself. What? Oh, that's going to stain, isn't it? Okay, now what? In another part of the cellar. Do I need to do anything or not? I found some wine spilling on me from land. I should investigate this. In this part? Ooh, oh no, someone's down. Check on the man. Is everything okay? Hello? Have you had too much to drink? You there, don't move. Uh-oh, what the? You're coming with us. Uh-oh. It's always the butler, isn't it? Now, Stradius, we don't know for sure they did it. It looks likely, though. Did what exactly? Murder. Stradius! What? It was my turn to level the accusation at a suspect. How often do we get to handle a murder? You have to respect the systems we have, Stradius. I'm still here, in case you forgot. So, murder. Interesting choice at a party full of wealthy people, wouldn't you say? Poor Livius. He wasn't acting this time. Oh no, Livius was the actor, wasn't he? But I didn't kill anyone. You just happened to be found standing in a closed room with a dead body, with bloodstains on your clothes, no less. Bloodstains? The red stains on your uniform, the victim's blood, I'm sure of it. You found me in a wine cellar. You won't even consider that it might be wine? I suppose I could try tasting it. Ugh. Ugh, Minga. Stradius, what if it's blood? Well, then it won't taste like wine, will it? No, you make a good point, actually. I'm just going to go. Oh, no, you won't. You're going to wait right here and answer some questions. Would you believe me if I said I didn't do it? We'll consider it. We will? But first questions. Why were you down in that cellar? I was looking for a wine, Prince Pum Red. Patsy sent me to get some for him to drink. I just happened to hear a commotion and thought someone may have been hurt. So you were just trying to help? Yes. Honestly, I'm sold. Stradius! Ah, yes, sorry. I'm afraid we can't just let you go, not without an investigation. Not to mention, given our whole job here was to stop anything bad happening at this party, we're not really doing so well right now. We'll look even more ineffective if we don't have a suspect. Could be a career ender, really. Quite. Okay, well, much like I didn't kill that man, I suppose I don't want to hurt your careers. Maybe I could catch the killer. Do you have any relevant qualifications? Wait, are we meant to have? After all, training to be a butler must have taken a long time. But I'm not even a butler. I got hired to act like one. Right, now I have to put murder back on the table. Who are you? I'm just Valiance. I got hired by Patsy to be a butler for this evening, alongside a lady called Adala. I'm the Patsy, I reckon. Adala? Do we know an Adala? Yes, I believe she's accounted for. You ran into her? She came in shortly after we arrested you. Your friend Patsy mentioned she'd been sorting out some of his costumes. You mean she was only accounted for after the murder took place? Why do I get the feeling we're not doing a good job of actually investigating this? It isn't just you. Again, maybe I could be an extra pair of hands here. Have a potential suspect investigate the murder. It wouldn't be orthodox, but it might work. I'm not sure I like the implication that we can't solve it ourselves. I agree, but we're not actually very qualified for this. We normally just guard drunk people, not solve murders. You make a fair point, Hutzer. Valiance, if you promise not to leave, can you help us work out what's happened here? I promise not to flee the scene. Perfect. Shall we get to investigating then? Where should I start? The victim was Livius, the lead actor in tonight's play. His body is still down in the cellar, so you should probably go and inspect it, along with the rest of the crime scene. No doubt you'll also want to question everyone. We'll keep them busy for you until you're ready. We'll also give you a case file to track your notes in. Okay, let's get to it. Alright, so what are we doing then? Okay, we're back outside. Let me just double check. Holy moly, look at all of this. The guards arrested me, revealed that the man I found Livia was murdered. Livius, that's him. Managed to convince them I'll help them find the killer. Investigate the wine cellar and question the suspects. Right. So I don't know who the suspects are. Maybe the suspects are like Adala. Oh, this is exciting. No, this is Patsy. This is exciting, isn't it? I got arrested for murder because you sent me into that cellar. Did you at least manage to find what I sent you down there for? The Principum Red? Of course. Constantinius has a nice large container of it. However, I'm not sure if that's the most. See, Adala, you were right. What self-respecting man would have a wine cellar without such a historic wine in it? It's a shame we're locked down up. It's a shame we're locked down up here. I'd love to try it. I came so close too, if it weren't for that actor. Are you blaming Livius for his own murder? Of course not. I'm just ruining a missed chance to try that wine. Guys, it's hard to talk sometimes. Okay, let's try Adala now. It's just Patsy again. I can't talk to Adala. Okay, what about Kozyak? You didn't happen to know Livius, did you, Kozyak? I'm familiar with his work, but not the man himself. He's been Constantinius's preferred actor for a few years now. Did he ever come and join the parties? Perhaps you crossed paths during the festivities. I'm almost certain we didn't. The actors spend the entire party getting ready, and then I usually fall asleep by the end of the play. The plays are that good, are they? I'm an older man. I need a good early night to keep myself going. I am partial to a puzzle, though, so solving this crime could keep me up all night. Okay. What else have we got? What about Constantinius? Oh, poor Livius. Where am I to find another actor of his calibre? Was he by any chance the one you mentioned earlier? The one who was starting to get too expensive for you? I may have had some quibbles with how expensive his performances were, but he always made a profit. I can only hope his understudy is capable of filling the gap that's going to be left. Livius always kept her in the shadows, though he did say that she was nearly ready for a leading role of her own. So who's the understudy? Let's check these ones in here. There's Pavo, look, hold on. Pavo the drunk. You know, it's a surprisingly sober moment when someone's been murdered beneath your feet. Did you know him well? We were once drinking fellows. The things I've seen him drink without even breaking a sweat. Did you drink with him today? I don't remember. It seems likely that I would have, though. He never liked he never liked to prepare for a performance without at least a small drink. Assuming you did, where would you have a drink with him? Probably down in the cellar. That was always where he preferred to go. So you admit that you may well have been down there with him today. Do you think something might have happened whilst you were drinking? I'd like to think that I would remember something so terrible happening in front of my eyes. And yet you can't actually remember if you'd been drinking with him. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, I don't know. Yeah, there should be one more. There. There's a cockle. Quite an unfortunate turn of events, isn't it? I'm not sure it's unfortunate so much as a tragedy, surely. Well, I believe the play was actually intended to be a comedy. I'm hopeful they have an understudy who can fill in for today. The play's still going ahead? Are we just going to ignore that a man was murdered? I'd rather not think about it personally. Okay, so Livius wasn't a customer of yours then? Would he have reason to have been? Actors seem to have a lot of costumes to move around the place. Maybe a shipping magnate such as yourself would make good money off them. I'm afraid I can't help you there. Good tip about the actors though. I'll have to visit the College of Bards next time I'm in Tempestrous. Where's that? But anyway, we've done that. I think they told us to go down the cellar now. Let's go down the cellar, see what we can find. I guess we're just going to be looking around for bits and bobs. A bit like the last quest, you know, we found the tools, thieves' tools. We found a jug as soon as we walked in, look. Investigate the jug. I wonder why this jug's been tucked away in the corner. Was someone trying to hide it? Ew, okay. Are we supposed to find lots of things, or let's just see? Or is it just that? Let's just investigate. Anything more? Can you hear me now? Investigate the wine. Okay, so there's bits around. It's only half full. Someone must have been drinking from it. Okay. Any more? Broken pottery. It looks like someone's dropped this. I wonder if there was a fight. Inspect Livius. So, what's got you then? You inspect the body. A few cuts and scrapes, no stab wound, poison perhaps. Maybe there's something nearby that could give me a better idea of what happened. Okay. What about down in the other room? Perhaps. Something there, I've just highlighted it. Small box. It appears to be a box full of blank wine labels. I suppose they like to keep things well organised. No, is that poisoned wine? That one there? Because the label was a bit weird. I wonder if the guy's going to be dead upstairs, Patsy. Is the chest open now? Oh, there's something there as well. Broken stool. The chest is securely locked still. Can we right click it? Nope. Now if it would have a pick lock. We're used to these pick locks and pickpockets and picking your nose and stuff now. We are. Why would Constantinius keep a broken stool around unless it was only just broken? I feel like we've been everywhere down here. Let's just check the quest log. Once I'm set that I found everything of note, I should let Stradius and Hutzer know. Well, where are Stradius and Hutzer? Who's that? Not Stradius and Hutzer. Where have they gone then? Where's the guards? Ah, here, Stradius and Hudson. There we go. How's your investigation going? I think I've found everything there is to find so far. What now? Let's try. Are you sure you've investigated everything? You may not have investigated all possible clues. I'll say proceed regardless. Shall we? Or should we talk to these people again? Exciting. No, it's all the same. Look. It's all the same. Let's just say yes, we found it. I don't know. I think I found everything. Proceed regardless. Yes. Do you think you could pin down a suspect? From all the information that I've got. I mean, it could be the drunk. I do not think it's the sailing one over here. It's definitely not Patsy. It could be Adala, because Adala was definitely down there. She admitted being down there. Constantinius, I mean, I think he liked the actor too much. Kozyak, I don't think so. I think for me, it's either the drunk or Adala. And my guess has to be Adala, because these two are kind of conspicuous. Why have they brought me in, like, thieving and not invited? And I'm not sure. Oddly enough, no one is admitting to having done it. And given they were all here together, I'm pretty sure they'd be each other's alibis. What if they hired someone to do it for them? Stradius, that's actually a good point. Maybe the butlers. You mean more of them might be fake like you? Yes, well, thanks to the masks and uniforms, they're all anonymous. It's also very hard to keep track of how many there are. Have we been keeping tabs on all the butlers? What if one's escaped? The killer might already be in the wind. Both of you are missing that there's no window in which they could have left the cellar. Ah, yes. We came down when we heard the commotion. They wouldn't have been able to get out before then. It seems we're back to square one then. Valiance, unless you can think of anything else to investigate. I could try stealing from the suspects. Perhaps one of them will be carrying something incriminating. You probably shouldn't mention that in front of us. I suppose we can always return things to them later. Huzzah! I'll be subtle. Okay, so we've got to steal stuff from people. Stealing! Pickpocket Adala first. You put some wine labels out of Adala's. No, you pull some wine labels out of a pocket. I wonder what these are for. Patsy. Pickpocket. Doesn't seem to be anything of note in Patsy's pockets. Whack Kozyak. You pull a threatening note out of his pocket. Oh, I wonder what this is all about. Who else? Kozyak we've done. Constantinius. Nothing of note. Where's the drunkard? There's Pavo. You pull a drinking flask out of Pavo's pocket. Well, I suppose that's not surprising. So far, nothing odd, really. Threatening letter, though. You pull a shipping contract out of Zakotla's pocket. I wonder what this is for. Right, we've pickpocketed them all. Can we read them? Read the case file. What would you like to read about? Clues, people, or nothing? Clues. I mean, not really. We did all of that. What's this one then? It's a set of labels for marking wine jugs. They look very similar to the ones on the jugs in Constantinius' cellar. Interesting. The letter is from Kozyak to Livius. It describes an outstanding debt. Ooh, Kozyak. It's a flask for holding alcohol. There's a small amount of liquid in the bottom, but you can't tell what it is. The contract is between Livius and Zakotla. It's for the shipping of an undescribed object. What? That's quite bizarre. Doesn't mean too much to me. Right, it doesn't mean too much to me. In all honesty. Clues, people. Nothing. See, they could just be nothing. Really, they could be nothing. But a threatening letter is not good. The drinking flask is probably just because they're a drunkard and it's low. The shipping contract. Thing is, he said, I'm sure he says he didn't know Livius, right? So that's kind of dubious. I've had a little look through some pockets. I think all of the guests might be lying. All of them? Yeah, all of them. Well, maybe not Pavo. They just had this old drinking flask. Sokotla and Kozyak, on the other hand, both had things on them that revealed they had direct dealing with Livius. True. Here, have a look at what I found for yourselves. You hand over the note, contract, flask and labels. Interesting. What about these labels? I found them on Adala. She was the one who wasn't accounted for when the murder took place, right? That's right. She's the one who came here with Patsy. Like Valiant's here, both were uninvited. Perhaps one of them is responsible, or indeed both of them. It's possible, I suppose, but Patsy doesn't seem capable of pulling this off. It seems we still don't have anything conclusive. What do you think we should do? We could get them all together, put pressure on them with some accusations and see who breaks. You think that'll work? Only one way to find out, I suppose. It's not the worst thought, and I guess whatever happens, there's a good chance that some more of the truth will come out. Alright, Valiants, just let us know when you want everyone gathered and we'll take them upstairs for you. I'm ready. Let's do it, man. Perfect, let's get everyone upstairs. Up, up, and away! Okay. Alright, so now what? We just got to talk to everybody or something. Gather the suspects. I should review my file and then accuse the person who I believe to be the killer. So who have we got here? Putsa, Stradius, Pavo, Kozyak, Sokotla, Constantinius, Adala and Patsy. Right, let's go around and talk to people. You take the lead here, Valiants. We'll be on hand to support you where needed. Okay, Pavo. Pavo, you and Livius were drinking partners, weren't you? We were? How heavily would you say you drank together? On occasion, a little too heavily. Who provided the drinks? We'd tend to bring our own, although I did sometimes let him have a little bit extra from my flask. Your flask, huh? Stradius, the flask. Stradius presents the drinking flask. This flask? Yes, that's the one. I must have misplaced it. If you were letting Livius drink from your flask, it wouldn't have been hard for you to poison him, would it? Why would I poison a friend? That remains to be seen. Accuse Pavo. No, I don't think Pavo did it. I think they were drinking buddies. Kozyak, did you not claim to have never interacted with Livius? I did, and I shall stand by that claim. Why are you the one making these accusations anyway? You were the one down there with him. Besides, you're just a butler. Stradius, the note. Stradius presents the threatening note. A note written by yourself for Livius. Seems you weren't very happy with him. How did you... So, it seems you did know him. In fact, you had an issue with him, did you not? Not one I would have killed him over. He owed me some money and wasn't paying up. I just needed to put some pressure on him. An outstanding debt could be considered motive for murder. I'd rather talk to other people first, but he's definitely an option. Sokotla. You've never had any dealings with Livius, have you? Of course not. So he's never needed anything shipped by your company? Nothing he needed to move swiftly and discreetly? Why would he? I'm sure he's got more than enough solutions for moving his costumes around. Stradius, the contract. Stradius presents the shipping contract. Care to explain this, Sir Kotler? That looks like a contract between myself and Livius. Good eye. Interesting how you yourself seem to not be aware of it, especially given it was you who was carrying it. Alright, fine. Livius had recently contracted us to help him move some of his belongings around. He's been doing well for himself and was moving into a larger property. I needed him to sign off on a slight change in timelines, and given we were both here, I thought we may as well get it sorted. I see. I'm going to put no for now, but they've got a reasonable story. Constantinius. You knew Livius well, didn't you? I'd sponsored him for a few years, yes. How was that sponsorship working out for you? Well, I can't say I wasn't profiting from it, although I do admit that he'd become a little excessive with his spending in recent times. So you'd almost benefit from him being out of the way, letting you find someone new to sponsor? The thought had crossed my mind, but he was still profitable, and it's not like I couldn't just sponsor a second actor in addition to him anyway. I'm not going to accuse this guy because he's maintained that it was still profitable, right? So I'm going to say no. Benefit of the doubt kind of thing on that guy. Adala. Patsy, Adala. The two of you weren't even invited to this party, nor were you. But being here presented a huge opportunity for an up-and-coming actor like Patsy. A huge opportunity indeed. You already knew that Constantinius was thinking about sponsoring a new actor. Perhaps you decided to speed things along a bit by removing the competition. Why would I need to remove the competition if he was already open to sponsoring me anyway? Doesn't make sense. Perhaps, and indeed it is true, that you couldn't have been present at the time of the murder. You never left the party. In fact, you sent me down into the cellar for you, didn't you? So you're saying that you're actually more likely to be guilty yourself. Exactly. What? Sending me down there made me look guilty, a perfect way of drawing attention away from the true culprit. But that would be a terrible plan. You were here with us. Which leads me on to you, Adala. Patsy was accounted for when the murder took place, but you were not. Care to tell us what you were up to? I took Patsy's bag to the backstage area, spent some time chatting to the actors, and then made my way to the party. So you never entered the wine cellar? No. But you knew a lot about it, didn't you? Where are you going with this? Stradius, the labels. Stradius presents the wine labels. Wine labels from Constantinius' cellar found on your person. Care to explain? I just found them on the floor. It's bad manners not to pick up litter. What a convenient excuse. Oh, see, I think it's... Do you know what? I'm going to accuse Adala because I'm feeling it. Let's accuse her. Adala, I believe you were responsible for the murder of Livius. All the evidence is pointing at you. I hope nothing bad goes wrong here. You were the only person missing at the time of the murder, and despite your claims, we have clear evidence you were in that cellar. Alright, fine. I admit I was in the cellar. Here we go. Wait, what is this? The Principum Red, you fool. I could retire on the value of that wine. All I had to do was get out of here with it. My wine? You used me. And I probably would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for this precocious butler turned investigator you hired. What happened, Adala? Did Livius interrupt your plan? Did he need to be silenced? Murder? What a ridiculous assertion. I may be a thief, but I'd never kill someone. Oh wait, what's going on here? We seem to be... Oh, I think we're supposed to be. There's a big bar up there. Looks like it's a beat down. We're going for a beat down here. What a show! Live entertainment. Oh, she's going... Oh, she's... Stop! You're too good for me. You win. Thanks. Are you ready to confess now? I promise I didn't do it. I'm just a thief. I wasn't even strong enough to defeat you. How could I have killed Livius? She may be telling the truth, Valiance, but either way, we know she's a criminal now. Come with us, Adala. You can have fun contemplating your crimes from your new cell. Adala is escorted away. Okay, so... Is that it? Does this mean we can get on with tonight's play? You still want to go ahead with a play? You don't even have a lead actor anymore. Yes, it is a bit of a last-minute issue, but I have no doubt that Livius's understudy will be able to step up. Is that Patsy? But Adala might not have even been the killer. Well, you've been doing a wonderful job so far, so I'm sure if the villain is still loose, you'll catch them. Constantinius, with respect, I'm not sure we can let everyone leave until we're sure we have this case solved. That's not a problem. You can easily keep everyone in the theatre. The only place they'd be able to run to from there is straight off the cliff. Constantinius. It's settled then. We will proceed with the play. While we do that, if the killer is still at large, the ever-capable Valiants here will ensure they are dealt with. Fine. Let's get going then. Oh no, you can't come with us. I don't want your investigation disrupting things. You'll need to stay out of sight. Why don't you take the back way? The back way? Yes, it's not been used in a while, so it's a little bit precarious these days, but I'm sure you'll manage. Fine, where do I find the back way? The pathway leads around the cliffs to the south. We'll see you at the theatre, Valiants. Okay. Pathway leads around the cliffs to the south. Here, I guess. Here. Okay. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Where the heck's the stairs down there? Oh, we got to go down again. Where the heck's the stairs? Oh my god, this is tougher than. Can we just? So we can only climb up them. Wait, I'm confused. I'm as confused as can be. Am I missing a way down? My god, guys, I couldn't actually see them. No joke. No joke. So I'm going to guess we're going around this path again, past the butler's place. Oh no, round here, look. Round here. Dum dum. Guys, this is a good quest. I like these murder ones. Do you know, isn't this the third murder one that I've done so far? I think so. Down here. I guess we're going in there, the backstage entrance. But should we talk to these first? Ah, there you are, Valiants. So, what's the plan here? Well, we don't really have one, but the play is about to start, and we still might have a killer on the loose. Perhaps there's some evidence we missed somewhere. It seemed like you'd been quite thorough. The only place you didn't check was here at the theatre. Well then, I guess it's time to fix that. The stairs over there lead down to the backstage area. That's where the actors, including Livius, were getting ready for the play. That seems like the best place to check for any missing clues. Okay, I'll get to it. Okay, so I guess then we're going here. Ooh, well, who's that? Costumer. Hello there. Nilsal. Are you the one who's trying to find Livius's killer? That's right. So I'm guessing down here is your domain. If you think I have any actual control in here, you'd be sorely mistaken. I don't think anyone could keep these acts in line. They're a dramatic bunch. Speaking of which, where are they? The play will be starting as we speak. They'll all be up in the theatre. Right, well in that case, I'd better get to it. I'd like to have a look around down here. Hopefully I can find some sort of clue as to how Livius died. Go ahead. I'd also like to ask you a few questions if that's okay. Of course. What can you tell me about the actors? There's 4 of them in total. Well, was 4, I should say. There's... well... Natalie? She was Livius's understudy. There we go. After what happened, she's now taking the lead role tonight. Then you have Claudius. He's getting close to retirement now, so prefers to take on small but impactful roles. Finally, there's Quintilia. She's quite new, so she mostly takes on the non-speaking parts. And all of them were in here earlier. That's right. Livius went out for his pre-performance drink, as he likes to do. The others all stayed here until after the murder happened. And you're sure none of them could have slipped out at any point? I don't think so. I suppose I do get quite engrossed in my work sometimes, so it's not impossible, but I'm sure I'd have spotted someone going up the stairs. Okay. So mate, search the crate. You search the crate and find it to be full of poison. Alright. We have a killer down here somewhere. We has a killer. Search the bookshelf. Ooh, the bookshelf hides a secret passage into the wine cellar. Alright, I think we've found out it is going to be one of these people. And a costume rack here to search. You search the costume rack and find that one of the costumes has a wine stain on it. The label reads Natalie. Alright, so it looks like it might be Natalie then. Oh, there's nothing else here. There's nothing else here. Now that I have access to the backstage area, I should search for any clues I found. I should let them know. Right, I think that we pickpocket her. Just no. Right, let's go back up and talk to these guys because I don't think there's anything else down here. Gods! Any luck down in the backstage area? Not yet. Oh, keep at it. I'm sure you can solve this one. Okay, I'm interested now, so we must have missed something, right? Can we not go in there? Oh, just says it's a bookshelf. Maybe we should talk to her again. Yes? Oh, here we go. What can you tell me about the actors? What's the crate of poison for? Ah, that was a gift from Constantinius. We were having a bit of a rat problem, so he gave us the poison to deal with them. Okay. Seems one of the costumes has a stain on it. A stain? Yes, a wine stain. Apparently the costume belongs to Natalie. Is there any reason this costume would be stained? No. None of our characters have any interaction with wine. Do you have any wine backstage? Well, the actors do often like to have a drink after a play, but I always ask that they do that outside so as to not risk any damage to the costumes. Interesting. Did you know there was a hidden passage in here? A passage? I had no idea, but I suppose it's not too surprising. How come? This is an old villa. Apparently it once played a role in some smuggling operations a long time ago. I could see them having a few secrets to help them with that. Okay, I'm going to keep looking around. I wonder if that's enough now. to talk to these guys. I think it's Nately. It's got to be right. Play is well underway, and for all we know, there's a killer out there. I hope you have something for us, Valiants. I think I might. It turns out there's a secret passage from the backstage area into the wine cellar. Someone could have got in and out without anyone else knowing. Not only that, but the backstage area has had a rat problem recently. They have plenty of poison for dealing with them. That same poison could easily have been used to kill Livius. Great work, Valiants. But did you find anything that could tell us who did it? Yes, we need to confront the killer. Who was it, Valiants? None of those. This one. Nately. The understudy that's on stage right now? Why? As a fellow actor, she had access to the secret passage into the wine cellar where Livius was leaving his pre-performance drink. How did she kill him? The rat poison. Enough of that would easily kill a man. She poisoned his drink so that she could be back out of the cellar before he died. I suppose that makes sense. But she wasn't the only one who had access to the passage. But she was the only one who had wine on her clothes. Wine isn't allowed backstage, so it must have come from the cellar. Oh, very good. But what about motive? Constantinius mentioned earlier she had been in Livius's shadow for some time. Killing him has finally allowed her to take a leading role. I suppose this does all make sense, but are you certain? I'd say 80, maybe 90% sure. I feel good on that. Well, I suppose that will have to be enough. You've not taken us down too many wrong paths today. Except for the whole fake butler act. True, but you were honest about that pretty quickly. We'll wait until the play is over and then we'll take her in. Wait, but should we not be acting now? Constantinius would kill us if we stopped the performance, and then we'd have another murder mystery on our hands. Well then, we'll just have to speed things along a bit. I'm going out there. Interesting. Okay, so who's that? Clodius. Oh, he's the other actor. Neotali. Oh, here's the people watching. At last, the vile villain shows themselves. Villain? The only villain here is you, murderer. I am no murderer. What vexatious allegations you come at me with. I'm not sure about this new character. Are they even in costume? Do not pretend you don't know. Your lies are at an end. I don't think this was in the original script. I've overcome so much, I won't fall at this last hurdle. Lay down your arms. Your heroic deeds are fabrications. What the hell am I wielding? No! We've got a scimitar! No! Not the scimitar! Never! Now swing at me. Oh, okay. Ah, you're stronger than I thought. I need to regroup. What do we got to do? Face me! Ha! You stepped into my trap. A trap? Aha, villain! This is where you fall. What? Attack Clodius. You're no match for me. I'm sorry, you'll have to fight alone. How could you be this powerful? It's all part of my grand plan. I grow stronger with every passing moment. Ooh, I can't keep up with this. Then flee again, ignoble hero. Do we just go after her again? I don't know. I must make my last stand. Could you find it in your heart to stay your hand? And let you live to foil my plans another day? I'm afraid that's not the game we play. And so I take my leave from this mortal coil. Bravo! Well, that was a twist, wasn't it? Nately, I know you killed Livius. Why? I've been stuck in the shadow of that man for too long. He wouldn't even let me fill another role. Murder is a bit far though. Could you not have just lightly poisoned him? You don't understand. I never poisoned him. I just tripped him. All I wanted was to put him out of action. A small injury would have been enough for him to not perform this evening. Oh no, we're still wrong. What happened? He'd had too much to drink. He fell harder than expected and he wouldn't get up. I fled. I never wanted him to... Oh, Nately, come on. Let's get you to the guards. Stradius, Hutsat, it's been a surprising pleasure working with you to solve this case. I can't believe it was all an accident. Valiance, you've done well. I'd like to apologise for our hasty arrest earlier. Your commitment to helping us has been commendable, thank you. To be fair to us, you did seem like the perfect suspect. I suppose I did. No harm done. I'm just glad we got it all sorted out, though I don't think Patsy is going to be paying me anytime soon. You win some and you lose some, I guess. All the best, Valiance. Yes, we did it, guys! Come on now, what did we get? Congratulations, you have completed Death on the Isle. You are awarded 2 quest points, 10,000 Thieving XP, 7,500 Agility XP, 5,000 Crafting XP, and the ability to use a costume needle. Interesting. That's something we're going to have to look into. But guys, we did it! Another quest down. Boom! That's all of the intermediate. That's the new ones done, bar the experience, but they are on the wheel ready to roll. But that's it, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed. That was a super interesting one. I do enjoy these murder mystery type ones. I do. But there we have it. Until next time, you all be safe. Take care. God bless. I'll catch you folks in the next one. Bye-bye for now.